All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, box truck. 41 Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
And a Packer first down.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Safety creep. Check 52. At 55.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check 26. Check 24.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down again. Za'Darius Smith in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. It's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The quick slant caught. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. 59. Check your hot read. 59. Check 3. Motion.
Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Cover. Got him.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Let's go. Motion. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Let's go, baby.
And an alley to run. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 42. So don't say nothing. Mike 42.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 48 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's checking. Crash.
Alert. 24 down, he's coming.
Ringo.
Watson. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
41's coming. 41's the mic.
Rodgers now to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mike's 50.
Watson on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dean Lowry. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Mike 50.
Back to throw, Watson. adding time to his left. Now he's going to let... That's caught inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, G. Check 99. Check 99. Check nickel.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He finds his target, Fuller. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Watch the screen. Whip. Watch the car. Joker.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Stay with your man.
Johnson running right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
It's going to be a long game. Begin.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson, throwing on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30, the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes. but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They go to Johnson again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, I'm coming. Showing it. 54. Let's go.
Now Watson throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we gotta snap it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
You go tight.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 44. Thomas, the intended target.
Going the other way. Check 41. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 41. We got to wedge that. Yeah, hey, 41.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Letting one go deep. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
We got this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.